What's going on, y'all? It's Young Izzy back with another motherfucking video so we can evolve in this bitch. Ain't that right, y'all? What's up? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? I know I was gonna put this video out. I believe it was either Friday and Saturday, but however, a lot of things had happened and a lot of videos had to get deleted, had to take out the phone storage and everything just like that. But let's talk about this video because y'all already know why we're here. We're here to talk about why being an asshole is really the good guy, because we are evolution, baby. That's what the fuck we do. So let's talk about it real quick. Excuse me. But the reason why I say why being the asshole is really the good guy is because let's get to the point. Let's talk about this shit. Is that we don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks. We're not trying to fit ourselves in to be what anybody wants us to be, right? We're not trying to fit ourselves in to be a people pleaser. We're not trying to manipulate our way to doing anything. We're solely just being who we are, standing firm in our own beliefs and our own opinions, and have different perspectives on different things. So let me give a quick disclaimer, right? When I say being an asshole, I'm not saying be a dickhead, right? I'm not saying like be an asshole, don't be emotionless, be rude, disrespectful, and anything like that. No, that's not exactly what I mean. So the reason why I'm saying being an asshole is because regardless, people are gonna create something within their mind to give you a label, because most people, they have to label you as something with their mind because they don't know who the fuck you are or why you're not trying to fit in with being agreeable in a sense, right? That's what happens up here. So let's give an example, right? Let's say we all talking in a social setting, and it's a couple of dudes, there's a couple girls, and we all talking and everything. And the girl, she says something as far as like, I don't really like hip hop music. I would rather go to a rock concert because I love rock. And then the guys like, yeah, I would rather go there too. You know, I love rock. I love the band, knowing damn well they only listen to Slipknot or one other band that they really know, but they're saying that to be agreeable because they think that's gonna make them stand out and get their in for whatever it is, right? Me, you know what I'm finna say. I'm gonna just say some shit as far as like, I was like, nah, I'd rather go to a hip hop concert instead of a rock one. You know what I mean? Rock is cool, but I like that better. But something like that stands out in having your own perspective. You're having your own opinion, your own statement. You are making a name for yourself. You're standing firm on something, right? So most a-holes, we get looked at like that because we're not trying to fit into anything. We are the standard. We are the statement and have our own perspective. Now, we embrace ourselves and we're not trying to be like anybody else, right? Cause a lot of people out here, they think that they need to agree in order to be liked, right? So that's really the bad guy, by the way. I'm creating an image to where it could be a different perspective now, because when you're too agreeable, you're too nice, you're too passive and things like that, that's really the bad guy, but it gets seen as the good guy. And why is that? Is because those guys right there, or those people in general, they have a different type of motive. There's some type of manipulation going on, people pleasing in itself is some type of gratification within them, because they're trying to please something outside of them, trying to gain something back. So it's like a selfish little thing. Meanwhile, a person like myself or all the assholes in the world, we're not gonna say anything just to please you. We don't care about doing none of that. We don't care about having to put ourselves in a position so we can be better friends. Like, if we vibing, then we vibing, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that, but we're not gonna go out of our way to be your friend or try to manipulate anybody. We have no need to, you know, like we know our self-worth and our self-value. And here's another point, right? So a lot of people, they will see someone, let's just take myself for example, or we can do a celebrity, but I'm gonna use me right now, is because when you have a certain type of self-worth and you have a value within your mindset, and you know what you're capable of, and you know you can do, a lot of people right there, they're gonna look at you as far as like, oh, he think he better than us, or he's he think he's better than us, he's probably doing some other things, he think he too cool for school, whatever the case is, you know, stuff like that. Or oh, you think you're too good for this and shit like that. It's not really that. It's just that when you know your self-worth, you know who you are within, you're not gonna do anything. Hold on one second, y'all. You don't have to do anything to appease anybody because you know what you're capable of. So you're gonna use your time wisely to put yourself in certain situations, right? You're gonna do that because that's what I like to do. You're gonna do that because you're not gonna want to waste your time just with things that are not gonna elevate you, or maybe that doesn't have anything to do with you. You can even be called selfish, but it's not being selfish. You just have your own timing. You have your own self. You know what you want, but things like that is gonna be an a-hole. You're gonna be seen that way because you're not trying to appease the emotions of people. Now, I'm not saying don't be respectful. I'm not saying, of course, have mannerism, read the room, social clues. I forgot what it's called. Social intelligence, have emotional intelligence as well. There's some other videos that we can definitely get into in another time. But from what I'm saying right now in this moment is that you will be seen and put in a light of that once it's just for you. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us have been programmed in a certain way to, well, we have to appease people. We have to make sure someone feels good when really it's on them. Of course, don't do anything malicious, but a lot of us, we tend to do things just to make people feel good when it's not really for us. It's for them. And it's okay to be selfless and it's okay to give. You don't have to give to get, but if it's coming from a place of genuine, then yes, do that stuff. But if not, then you're doing it for another different type of motive, and it's not going to work out in your favor in the long run, and it comes out very manipulative, right? So, okay. And I know in my last video, I'm not your savior. There's I speak on the heroes versus the villains. I talked about how the heroes that get seen as heroes are really the bad guys, right? And then the villains are really the good guys. I'm not saying don't be like the people that's in anime and try to kill people and all that shit. Nah, don't do that. But what I'm saying is to just stand on your own square, stand on your own statements, your own value for who you are. No matter what, don't move yourself for anybody because you should not. But just know what that comes with. And that doesn't mean that you're an a-hole. That just means that you're just doing what you want to do, right? But only if you know. But if you don't know, then you're going to be seen in a certain light. And they have to process that within their mind and be like, okay, well, this person is obviously standing out. This person has their own perspective, or this person is not trying to be agreeable, or stand within the social structure, which I love talking about, of places or things or with people. So who is that? Oh, he's an a-hole. It may not be too serious. Don't worry. A lot name calling is just name calling. Most of the times people are not going to say that to your face. I've been called that. But let's go into why I've been called that. Okay, so again, last video, I talked about how I was gonna, say some things for the fellas, a couple things about the ladies. So the reason why I will be called an asshole from a woman is because I don't care what she thinks. And when people hear that, they're gonna be like, you don't care what a woman thinks, you don't care what this, no, I really don't. I don't. That doesn't mean I look at her less as a human being. You know what that really means? That means that I'm not moved by what she says, right? I'm not moved on how she feels. I have my own way of doing things, and she has her own way of doing things. So let's say this, right? So let's say we outside. Maybe we finna go somewhere, and then she was like, I want to eat some bacon, but I would rather have pork bacon. She had came over, whatever the case is, she had came over. And I was like, no, I'd rather think I had some turkey bacon or something like that. And then, because I like this nice spot over there that's around the corner. It's right next to the IHOP. I think it's called Egg Harbor. I think you and I should go over there because it's nice over there. It could be that, or it could be something as simple as maybe she has a top on, right? And then she's like, I like this top. What you think? I was like, I mean, it looks nice on you, but I think you would look better with a strapless top in a pink color so it can match your tone and bring out your eyes. Something as far as that, but she may look at you and be like, huh? Like, even that's small, but she'll look at you and be like who the fuck is this guy? I thought, you know what I'm saying? Most guys would appease to what I say. They would be agreeable and everything. And she will smile, she will giggle and then be like, no, don't do that. I don't like that. Like, no, tell me that you like this or whatever the case is. That right there is a test, by the way, y'all, because you have to catch that, because if you be like, okay, you know what, you're right. No, I do like you on that shirt. No. Stand on your square. Stand on what you just said. It's not that serious. But she's saying that. She could be smiling and giggling about it or whatever the case is. but she's saying that to see if you're gonna fold on what you just said. You're gonna take it back just to make her feel good. Bro, our jobs are not to make anyone feel good. That is for them, solely them. So with me even doing that, she may be like, you're such a a-hole, or whatever the case is. And then I'll be like, I guess so. And then I'll laugh or whatever. And it wouldn't be that serious, but stuff like that right there is a small example of having your own opinion and standing on yourself, standing on your square, and what the fuck you do. Because regardless, nobody likes no weak ass person. Nobody wants to be moved like that. And I empathize with people because I understand there has been situations within, it could be family, friends, it could be with different social settings or whatever. And I empathize with the fact that you may still feel those things. But however, what I don't empathize with is the fact that you allow yourself to stay in there. Because again, in my videos, I always talk about how it's always you at the end of the day, no matter what. There's no real thing such as victims. You allow yourself to be the victim, and I speak about that in a couple of videos below. So y'all go check that out. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe over here. You know, young Issy doing his thing out here, evolving with y'all, baby. So look, now I'm gonna give another bonus one, right? Because I gave the bonus about even the social setting things. I gave the bonus about not making sure that you don't fold on what you say, about not caring about what a woman thinks, and you know. Again, it's gonna be for the fellas, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, ladies, but I gotta do this for the fellas, y'all. I gotta put them on some game. But another reason why the assholes are really the good guys, right? Is because we keep it up, baby. We keep that shit. We're transparent. We know to express ourselves in a mature manner. So let's say this, right? Say you, for instance, would be on some, I don't like the way you did that. And next time you do that, you gotta bounce. You know what I'm saying? You can say something like that. Now that's being a dickhead. That's to me, that's disrespectful. Or you can come off like this. Hey, look, I don't appreciate the way you just came off and how you projected your feelings onto me. I think this is I need to establish this healthy boundary right now, so that this won't ever happen again. But if it does, then I can continue to no longer talk to you. Something like that, right? So the first one's gonna be definitely an asshole. Second one is gonna be an asshole as well, right? But the reason why the second one will always win is because, again, I'm standing on my value. I'm willing to let you go. You get seen as an asshole when you let women go or let people go in general. I mean, it is what it is. You know what's best for you. A lot of it is just healthy boundaries, y'all. That's what the fuck this shit is for real. So it's healthy boundaries. It's being respectful, and it's showing that you have some type of value for yourself. You don't want to move yourself just because you're trying to appease a woman, trying to get some play. See, most guys, man, so most guys, they're gonna try to take y'all out in 3 days, right? They're trying to take you out for 3 days, trying to pay for your food just so they can get some play. Meanwhile, for myself, I'm not gonna be super direct and be like, oh, I just want to have sex. You shouldn't even want to have sex with someone you just see and just met. You know what I'm saying? Like, the vibe's cool later throughout, then yeah. But it's just, you don't know who you're getting yourself into, and you should really stay exclusive and understand who you're putting yourself in your energy, because that's a real ass thing, just by the way. But even something like that, ayo, just because you're exclusive. But listen, most people would think that's the great guy. Oh, he's taking me on dates, you know, he's trying to feed me and shit like that. Whatever the case is, that little shotties be saying. But with myself, I may just be like, yeah, maybe we can just go for a drink. I may go for over there, get some coffee, get some tea or something like that. Just get to more intimate settings so we can talk and everything. But I'm not gonna try to take you out and feed you and shit like that. And they may be seen as an a-hole, right? But that guy is really not the good guy, because the whole time him doing the 3 plays is him just want to get play. So when he gets to play, you all wrapped up in this certain way, and then when he gets the pussy, he trying to go. That's really the a-hole. I would probably just tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? I would rather not waste our times, because I don't got time to waste. Neither do you, and I want to be respectful for your time as well. So it's things like that too, right? That's not the good guy, bro. But you know, a lot of people, if you know, you know, and if you don't, it is what it is. Hey, let them take you out and come meet me at my home. That's what it is, baby. But another thing too with being an asshole is that we know how to draw the emotions out of women. Oh, what do you mean, Isaac? What do you mean you know how to draw emotions out of women? This is gonna be my last one, and then I'm gonna close out with the example and the first task for you to do, by the way. The reason why I say we know how to bring out emotions of women. So the examples that I gave, right? They trigger something within a woman. You're not afraid, you're not tiptoeing, you're taking a risk. You're showing that you're able to have some type of edge to you. So I could say something as far as, Let's say she likes the black dress, and then I'll say something. Maybe I was like, I think it look better a little red. You know what I mean? Or just something along the lines of. And I'm not doing this to disagree with her. I'm doing this because I genuinely think this, right? Or have my own thing. I'm not saying don't be like super disagreeable just cause you're trying to get in the rise out of women. That's not cool, and that's mad feminine, by the way. But I'm saying that I could say a statement that may be bold. You know what I mean? And it may just be like, who the hell? Or like, what'd you say? Like, I hate you. Or maybe feel happy, or maybe feel sad, or maybe feel glad, or whatever the case is. But those things, even her just being like, why would you say something like that? Like, no, like I like don't do that. I don't like that. Or okay, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Or just things like that. It's not serious, but those are emotions being pulled out. The laughs, the giggles, the nervousness, the talks, the eye contact, the maybe even the leave me alone, or the attitudes. Those are all. It's not all supposed to be just great emotions. Let them be upset at you, but not because you did something malicious. It's because they're just upset about something you said. It's bringing out the emotions. That's what we are capable of doing. So let's close this motherfucking thing out because this is one of my longer videos. 16 minutes. Golly, y'all just got some access to this motherfucker. Sheesh. All right, so let's talk about it. So my last example to close out everything is I want you to go out into a setting, whether it's work, whether it's at a grocery store, whether you want to just go to the music place, whether you talking with a woman, you talking with a man, whatever the case is for what y'all want to do, but be disagreeable or just have your own perspective. You know what I mean? Don't disagree just to be an asshole and be a dickhead. You're not supposed to try to be anything. You're supposed to just be it, because when you try, you fail. So you just be what it is. You know what I mean? That can mean if you're in a community where everybody wants to play Nintendo 64 and they want to play Mario Kart, you go say, hey, I actually would like to play Super Smash Bros. And if because you genuinely would rather play Super Smash Bros, so say that. And be disagreeable. It's just all about having your own statement. So when y'all do that, y'all holler back. Come talk to Young Izzy. Talk about it in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment. You already know what to do, baby. I don't even gotta tell y'all. I see y'all evolving out there and shit. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Share this with the people because we are growing the channel right now. As you can see, I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Getting myself up there, working my way to the top. Y'all already know what it is. It's Young Izzy, baby. So make sure y'all do that. Put yourself in a situation to where you can learn, because that's the only best place you can really get it. You can listen to this all day, and it can be a small feeling of motivation, but putting yourself in the experiences is what's gonna help you propel to the future. It's Young Izzy, baby, and we finna head out, and we gonna talk some. Peace and love.